wouldn't you know it, I got what I was after. I went to hard pity, which means I had to do this is like the 40th wish on this banner from my last getting Mona, I think, is what I got. And I got a quick reset on that, so I was like, fair enough. And the main person I wanted was Sucrose. I feel like I should have had it at the beginning, and we finally got her. So that's a win. It's cost me a little bit. That was using this month's wishes. You only get like 5 of these a month you can buy with this Stardust. So I used those, and I had one I could get with this, and then I just used a bit of Primo Gems to do the others, which is bits I've been saving up. But I also got we got a Yunjin constellation before, and I got a Zhangling constellation, which is pretty cool. And I got the Yunjin at C1. Now I was tempted to pull more. I was kind of hoping I might have been a bit lucky here. We would have got a bit more than one C1 for her, but whatever, it is what it is. She's still level 40. I'm still not at the bit of the story. I need to play some more of the story now. Because I haven't gotten to the bit with a Wolf Lord, wherever that is. No idea. I'm sure it's down the line. Hopefully it's not too far away. But yeah, we just got Sucrose. That's awesome. Because I've had some really nice weapons since almost the beginning. I've had this for her, basically. And we've not been able to have anything else. And I've actually recently got this off of the event. Whether that's any good for or not. I think it's Elemental Mastery is the one for her. I might even give her this Widsith, to be honest. And I might now rank this up for Yanfei or something. I don't know. We'll see. I assume she wants this Sacrificial Fragments, really, is the one for her. Okay, nice. I finally got to do this door. I wasn't sure what would happen, really. But I just found the other 2 locations for the artifact box you find. Opened that door and had our last tablet for this mountain. Because I've kind of been everywhere. Obviously, I haven't done that one there, and there might be one more I've not done. That could be it, actually. But yeah, found this. No Tomb Starter. Nice. Not really seen that. I can't imagine it's that good, because I've not really seen it anywhere. But what did I do? I had to light up these. Which look quite instinctive. That's pretty cool. I did kind of think this is going to be like Chongyung's sword, but I'm not really going to build him. Maybe down the line, but I'm not really that interested into him. That's a bit weird. But I guess, yeah, you can have that. What is this? Physical damage. Well, it looks great on him as well, so... There you go. He has a claymore. So I didn't want to get rid of this for Xing Yang, so... Yeah, it looks good. I'm assuming that's his sword, really, isn't it? To be honest, it's not really all... there's another. There's a... Uella? There's another. I think it's a Hydro Claymore user, but I think he's 5-star. I'm not really too bothered. Happy with Sucrose, though. Sucrose is pretty cool. Ranked up to this weapon up to 60 out of 70. Given us Seiyu's old artifact set. Wander's Troop, and we've swapped this to an Elemental Mastery one, so I've actually had to eat the other instructor piece she had, but that's working quite nicely. She's pretty good with this, with my main team now. Not as good in my Raiden team as I thought she'd be, because we kind of still need a healer, so Seiyu's still going to be really good for that, and that's her team anyway. We've given her a Noblesse set, and she still seems good. I'm kind of annoyed this set's got a lot of health on it. We've got a lot of HP, 5%. 5%, we've got a lot of health and defense, which is, we could be doing a lot better, but for what it is, it should be pretty good for her. But yeah, I'll do a little update there, because there's not much going on, just doing my dailies. Oh, Oh, I didn't expect to get another one of those. That's a win. Oh, that's okay. We'll do that. I had some free wishes, and then I thought we'd spend the last bit to get that. Oh, there we go. Does that cement say you being... This is a turnout for the book, so I just pulled randomly. This is after I got Sucrose last. I haven't done anything else since. And what I've been doing, I just did my dailies, and I've just come up here to do some ruined guards, and I thought, why not? We'll do one wish. And we got another Sucrose. That's ideal. I've been using her, right? And she definitely needs her C1, which I used in her trial. And it gives her a double cooldown of her skill, which is a win. So that's awesome. Because I'm going to try and save up here for a bit. Hopefully for another clean. Now, it hasn't reset yet. But this was the last pull I did was Sucrose before. That was a few days ago. And it won't reset. It won't update. But I was just standing up here.
2, 3.
I just climbed up
4,
here, saw the bird eggs, and I thought, what if I...
2, 3, 4.
Yeah. I thought, what if I stood up here and wished? And I suppose this is a team that I've got for Sucrose after all this time. I've played with her a bit. She can... This team here, my main team, I know it kind of blocks me. Obviously, we've got Seiyu there if I do the camera, but it is what it is. It's quite funny, actually. Anyway, this team can kind of have anyone in it. This first slot here can basically have anybody. We could have, like, at this point, we can have Jing Yang, we can have Zhang Ling, even Raiden, Yunjin, Jing Shou, even Fischl. I could literally have even Mona and stuff. I could have anyone really in that slot. But Soyu is really fun, and Jing Yang's been kind of fun in that slot in between. I did briefly put my world rank up,
Let's go somewhere.
and it wasn't too bad. I put the world rank up, so we were AR45 and it was locked. I put the world rank up, and actually we did a couple of levels apparently, but I knocked it back down. Because it was annoying me. I think I had 1 or 2 boss fights that I still need to farm to build up some of these characters, and the boss fights themselves are 2 times harder. So maybe things like the Ruin Guard down there isn't that much harder, but a lot of the boss fights and that was just, nah, it's not happening. I've still got like a few low characters, so that's probably not the best idea, but I just hate having to sit here button mashing and clicking for 10 minutes just because the game's made it a bit harder. So I've turned it back down, which is I think a good thing, and we'll probably stay at this rank for a good while. But I have been enjoying Sucrose. She's been a bit hard to sort of put into a team. That's what I was kind of getting to there. And with a GACHA coming up, I was like, well, I do kind of like her, but I probably won't be getting her just purely because we've got Chi-Chi at C1, and it's kind of like, well, I know they're different. One's a healer, one's a kind of a main attack character, but it just feels like it would be basically Kiki would then be permanently benched, and it just kind of seems like a waste to have the 2 built at this point. So I think I'd rather just save the Primo Gems to someone I actually want, like Klee. So even though I would like Iyaka, she's one of the few people I would like. I don't think we really need her. If I didn't have Mona, definitely, I think, for sure. But we got Mona. Mona's really cool. I quite like her, so... this has been my main team, as I say, with Seiyu, and we can flex Noelle and stuff in there for some domains, and Jing Yang if we need. This team I did a video on a little bit before, is again a really good team. I'd like to sort of focus on this. Some of these, like I think to get Raiden up, I might have to do her story, and well, we're a long way away from doing that, and I'm not going to rush into it, so she might just have to have some cracked artifacts for a little while. And then this team's done the Abyss, so I've kind of kept this team as like Seiyu's team, because this team did the Abyss to like chamber or floor 9 as my like second team basically, as they are really, with probably a little bit better artifacts now, but I think Seiyu was level 40. But yeah, I was surprised by that, so I've kind of kept this as like just an electro team basically. It works tremendously well. And then this team is something I'm flexing on, but we did have Raiden instead of Sucrose, but Sucrose does seem to be better as what they call a perma-freeze team, so this team can basically do that. As long as we don't come up against a Cyro character, that can be a bit annoying, because then it relies on Mona and Sucrose to kind of just whittle them down a little bit. But yeah, they will, like Sucrose will permanently freeze what's going on. But I was actually, might as well show the team actually a bit here now that we've got a constellation. I think it works out kind of nice. But I noticed in the trial that basically her skill has got quite a long cooldown. In the trial you get 2, but here we only get 1. So even now, because I haven't done the constellation, it's got a 14-second cooldown. But I was kind of hoping we'd get her C1, especially after using her for a bit. And basically it gains 1 additional charge, that's a complete win. I'm sure some of the others are pretty good. But for now, that's awesome. And I got the same early on with Yanfei. I got a Yanfei C1. I got Beidou C1 very early. Got the C2 a little while ago. And we got Seiyu C1 very early as well. And they've all actually been very useful. Very, very useful. I think the base characters themselves are okay, but it's like this one for Seiyu. It heals and does damage. Whereas otherwise, it would do one or the other. And Yanfei, this reduces the cooldown of her charge. Her charge attack, and I think the cost of stamina, so you can do like 1 and a bit extra charges, which is quite good. Well, I think maybe even 2, but yeah, been really useful. I had that since the beginning, so yeah, this would be good. This would make her a lot more viable. I can use her in my main team instead of Seiyu. She's actually a lot more powerful than Seiyu, but for exploring, oh brutal! I didn't think they would actually get me. For exploring though, Seiyu's the most fun by a long way. But in terms of damage, Sucrose is definitely one of those characters I really kind of wanted in the game. So we can do that, we can do Mona's E, and I don't know what it is. I've got my controls are not the default, I don't think. There we can do another one swell. Wow, I did a lot of damage on this, because this is it, I don't normally have a second swell for her. We've got another one that I didn't realise. Okay, that's pretty awesome. So we can do that. He was going to do that, but he can do my... Oh no, you go and froze. Quite like Mona's thing here, where she'll drop a... She'll drop an omen just by gliding around, which I think unfortunately a GACHA doesn't have that. She might do with a constellation, I wouldn't be surprised. She does Cyro damage. Oh wow. He just disappeared. See, that's definitely better having 2. Yeah, that's a complete win. I noticed that, as I said again, for repeating for the 3rd time, the trial that's currently on, it was definitely noticeable. And then when I got her, I was like, oh, hang on. That 1 does really kind of make a difference. So that's cool. That's a win. It's quite nice, really, when the random stuff like that happens with the constellations, to be honest. I might start streaming this game at some point, or I've kind of been meaning to. This is not a great deal, it's kind of content heavy, really. The only problem with this team, it does actually kind of rely on Chi Chi for being like the main attacking unit. Oh man, come on. So I did her E before. Although my Mona is really strong, so he says in a really awkward part of the map here. I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. Stand clear. I mean, this team is basically Sucrose is kind of known as a budget Venti, but I think Venti kind of breaks the game. So even though I'd quite like to have him in my team, I think he's probably a little bit OP. Down the line, maybe. Down the line. But right now, I think we're good. Well, how do we begin? I've just done that. There's a current event on of taking some pictures. So I thought I'd partake and take some pictures. And we got some pre-midlims. And I thought, well, we got 2 back-to-back Sucroses. I haven't really done much in between. I've been doing dailies and a few other bits, but I like this spot. What did I get in this spot before? We had good luck in this spot. This might be my future spot for this reason. Because I'm there again. And we've just got Young Jin. Awesome. That's a C2 for her. And I was on the venti band. Just one wish. And my history is Sucrose. And then that was after some bad pity. I went to like 40 wishes and only had like four characters. She was like the fourth. Then we did one more here the other day. And I got Sucrose again, which is awesome after using her quite a bit. And lo and behold, I'm here again. We just did one. We just did one wish, and I won't take my glass off. I can be geeky. Yeah, recommended. New smile. I shall use this. I shall claim this as my wishing spot. It is mine. My wishing spot. No. No, there's. I shall show you the event. I agree. Yeah, this event outside the canvas. And I thought meh at the time, but it's got a few days left, so we'll do it. It's pretty nice, to be honest. Maybe I could have filmed it, but it's not really that worthy. You just go to these spots and take a nice picture of your characters, which bear with me. So I think that was the first one. This was the second one. Third one. There's still two more I haven't done. Well, that was quite a better one there. And yeah, let's get an elemental skill with Raiden. That one worked? Maybe that one counted then. I'm not too sure. And another one there. Use a normal attack with Mona, I think, or use a charge attack. Or use just a... Some of them you had to be specific with the characters from where they're from. Well, that was probably the best one that happened. That's probably the best screenshot I've taken in a long time. I never really used the characters in animations as such, but that's actually a really good one. So I might take that into note. I did think, is this more of a tutorial? Maybe they're sick of people taking bad pictures, so they're like, why? We'll show people how to take pictures in the game. So that's a good one. There's a couple more. That was actually a second time, but the animation is obviously the same, pretty much. Might make that the thumbnail, to be honest. That's what we just took.